Hi folks, we're just putting together a little video on some of the things we did when we went to the Tampa RV show. We stayed with my brother in Sun City Center, just outside of Tampa, and my mom's in Bradenton, Florida. And this is some of the stuff that we did while we were there. So I'll show you through some of the video we did. First thing we did, of course, is we played Frisbee with Akela. My brother lives next to a golf course that has been closed, not quite abandoned. It is being used by the Toro lawnmower company to test out lawnmowers, and they take really good care of the grass. They mow it twice a week, and it's really good. But they let the neighbors go on it, although it's falling apart quickly with sinkholes and things like that, so it may not last. But while we were doing these Frisbee shots, my brother said, you know, up in that tree over there, I saw an eagle last week. So I pointed the camera in that direction, and by gosh, there's an eagle. So we got some great shots with the new camera. This is the new Canon SX70. It goes up to 70 power, and right here I'm at about 40 or 50 power, which is about the extent of my old camera. This is a upgrade from my old camera, and I really like it, but it really gets in there. You can see this is at full zoom, and this is not digital zoom. I turn off the digital zoom. So it's just the optics of the 70 lens. I guess that's the same as a 220. Afterwards, we went to one of the power stations that has manatees that bask in the outflow of the power station. I'm pretty sure these are coal burning steam plants, and there's a lot of wildlife, a lot of fish and manatees that hang out at these outflows. And there's some herons, egrets and things like that in the area too. But it's a really nice setup. It's a very well established nature center, visitor center. That's a manatee. That's the only manatee we saw that came near the surface. Most of the manatees, all you see is their nose. And because the wind was blowing so hard, you couldn't really see anything. Their polarized sunglasses didn't get down through the surface of the water, and so it was a pretty kind of a bust day, and it was cold too, which actually was good because the manatees were coming in. There were quite a few. But in addition to that platform you just saw, there's this long, I think it's almost a mile long boardwalk out to the end of where the outflow goes into the ocean. And that's the outflow water. And so we walked about halfway down this and watched the pelicans diving at fish. This guy kept getting fish, and couldn't tell if he ate it or if he lost it on his next dive. He was kind of a glutton. I mean, there he has it in his bill, and he dives, and then all of a sudden he doesn't have it. So I don't know what happened to it. But it was fun to watch the pelicans. All they do is fly a few feet and dive after a fish. And then underneath that platform, there is a pool full of stingrays or rays. I don't know, they're Hognose Rays, and it's a neat little shallow pool that you can reach in and pet them or touch them or do all sorts of things. And they were feeding them when we were there, and that was really cool. I was harassing the keepers, saying they were going to attack and eat her and pull her under, but of course they're really not that kind of animal. But they were feeding them squid and sardines, so I really wish I'd had lunch. But they have windows in the side of the tank so you can get great pictures, or actually the water's pretty clear and you can see them from the top. And I did most of these, but they come right up looking for food, and you can pet them and touch them and all that. And of course, like every other place, they have a gift shop to try to fund the whole place. But that's what we did when we went to Tampa on the other days. And I'll end this here and put up a couple of pictures that we took so you can see other wildlife and things that we saw on the week during my visit to Tampa, Florida. So enjoy this and hope you like the video.